You finally get your points into 30s and you get bib 80. Well, that must suck.
So I have just dropped my glove off the lift the run before, which is a bit of an issue.
We bought 54 eggs, but we had a few left over. Morning everybody, we are still in Sweden, Kåbdalis, doing some more slalom last day before the race, so we're going to try and go a bit faster and keep intensity high. Run a little bit late because Joe forgot his skis, so we had to run back and get all that stuff, so yeah.
You got the new boots on.
Got the new boots on, had them on for a while, eventually getting used to them. They're actually meant to be exactly the same, but they feel a bit different, which is a bit odd. And I'm not normally I normally don't feel much. These felt really weird, so 1, 2, 3, my lift pass does not work. 3, 4, 5, we're skiing on lane 2. 7, 8, oh I am. I'm not with you Finley today. I'm leaving Finley.
Heartbreak mode.
Why?
Because I'm doing the race, so I'm going to go on the lane that we're on the race for, so I'm with Molly. 4-liners crossover.
Finley, how do you feel about David ditching you?
Heartbreak. Heartbreak. Don't even want to work for it.
It's the Gabsy! What song are you singing?
I'm on the deep end. I don't actually know. I don't know how it's stuck in my head.
I was singing it.
Were you singing it? You gave me...
Lady Gaga.
Is it Lady Gaga? Lady Gaga? Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga.
And work on, like I said, work and get the timing right.
Yeah, cool. So, very, very embarrassing first run. So basically there's 3 courses and then one splits off into another lane. So we're second over, but at the start we're the third over. And we're sharing with some good guys. I'm not with my normal team, I'm on my own. And I go out the gate, I do my first like 10 gates, get to the corner where it splits off. And there's like a weird banana, and then all of a sudden I go, wait a minute, I'm in the second course now, so I stop and go, oh shit, I've been a fool like myself. I've gone to the wrong course. See my coach, I'm not even going to talk, I'm just embarrassing. So I ski past him and he goes, what are you doing? So then I go join the third lane over, which is actually, I was in the right course, I just stopped for no reason. And then I joined the other course. You think I've done this long enough to not get confused in the courses, but I did, and it's very embarrassing. And yeah, oh well, we'll pretend it didn't happen. I have to talk to my coach now and go, yeah, my bad. It's not good, it's not what you want to be doing the day before the race. Confidence inspiring that was.
And use your strength and your stability to keep boxing what's going on. The only thing I would say is that sometimes in the first banana you could time it better so you really fill the space really well.
What's up, Dole?
No, come on, David.
Go Finley! Yes, Finley! Finley! That's my boy! That's my boy! Look at him go! Look at it! Oh.
that's us done for the session. I only did 4 proper runs. I did the one at the beginning where I got a bit lost and embarrassed. So 4 proper runs. I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but when you go full gas, and we've got tomorrow the race, so Elsa's just dropped the glove, which is going on a walk. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to sign this off because Elsa's going to find a glove. And yeah, so not much volume, lots of intensity to keep the energy fresh for tomorrow in the race, where I think I'm going to be bib 80, 90. Scary, not high numbers, not great, but yeah, I'll see you later on. We're going to talk about lifters and how we set up skis.
So I have just dropped my glove off the lift the run before, which is a bit of an issue. So now I'm going back up the lift to try and find it. But the problem is you can't really ski under the lift here. It's all like weird grassy stuff. So wish me luck, and let's see if I return my glove. The reason I dropped it as well is because they're on these like strings, and I thought it was attached to my wrist, and it must have not been, obviously. And now it's fallen off. And the other problem was is the ground is the same colour as my glove. So this glove is actually called Fallen Rock, and the ground, as you can see, is Fallen Rock everywhere. So it's the most camouflage glove. But I did just find it, but now I've got to do a bit of a hike down in the mud in my boots to retrieve it. But you know what? She's found it. Pretty happy with that. Now here's where I left them. Well, left it, dropped it. I wouldn't say it was a left thing, but I saw it from the lift. So now it's like, can I relocate? Oh my god. There it is. Retrieve the glove. There we go. Had to go under that net.
So I'm eating eggs for lunch and some Swedish bread, which I like very much, like a pita bread, but it's better. We bought 54 eggs, but we had a few left over. So now we've got quite a few, lots of eggs. Eggs are good for you. We've had lunch, now we're playing some Mario Kart. Rainbow Road, the old school, the Wii Rainbow Road.
Well, I'm not going for any other Rainbow Road.
No, not doing that silly fuddy-duddy one. Just like left, right, left.
I like the old school Rainbow Road as well. I like
Yeah.
With the flat one, the N64. It's like it's similar to the one with all the jumps.
That was the first one I did, wasn't
It's
it?
like the blocks. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. I am Diddy
Joe,
Kong.
the 360
Gabe
camera.
is the other one, and Joe, he is King Boo.
Move out the way, boy. I'm not. Turn, you bastard. Oh, you I fell off just before the fence. Oh. Hold!
Oh, come on!
No!
I've been done in.
Bullet me. Yes!
Got the win. After the Grand Prix,
How come you get the bullet?
Diddy Kong, King Boo, Kamek.
Last bit.
Number 1. Had a nap.
Hello, David. How are you
Video,
feeling, man? Aye.
I had a nap. I'll have a coffee. I'm going to do some gym.
Oh wait, are you using your 2 big ones?
No, you can use.
I was going to use the small ones. 2 small ones.
Okay, let's keep the little ones for you, Gabe.
Because I don't need. I ain't got gorilla-sized quads.
You guys back that way, or you going forward?
I'll start here because I'm just in there.
Okay, you go that way and I'll go this way. This is quite cosy. There's 3 of us in this room.
I'm worried about 1 man video and 2 men lifting. Oh, Gabe's lifting as well. I'm just
Lifting because I've not lifted in ages. Sorry.
lifting before a race is diabolical work.
I'll move them.
Yeah, What's up, gang? So this is how you lift the biggest weight here. 1 hand whilst on camera. 70 kilograms. You know, like that. Whoosh.
Get artsy with it.
Yeah, man. You know me. Elsa's gonna be so impressed by these shots. Yeah. Oh my god, he's so strong.
I don't. You're cringe. Look at my muscles. Yeah.
So Gabe, why are you lifting today?
To be built like a brick house.
It's the wrong way round, Gabe. Sorry. Like a brick.
So David, Thoughts for tomorrow's race?
Thoughts for tomorrow's race? I'll give that a go. These are thoughts. I'll try not to drop it on your head. Yeah. Ooh, I like that.
This one's really nice. It gets a really nice stretch. There's a curtsy squat. Gabe, you're too big to fit on the camera.
That's such a good movement.
Yeah.
We're doing skis for the race, aren't we, Finn? Oh no, Finn's not. Finn's doing these new GS skis. Don't see Finn's new GS skis. Look at them. Oh yeah, Finny.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Solid. Boom.
So, race skis are ready to go, and I'm going to show you a bit about some plates. And what I mean by, I've been saying all week, getting used to the setup, which is like, what does that mean? So, getting used to the setup is, you see here, let me see if you can see it. So I'm going to use a screwdriver to point at it. So there's the binding here, there's the plate here, which is always on, and then there's these little guys in between, and then there's one on the back as well. So they are literally just spaces to make your foot higher and lower on the ski. Depending on that is when you ski, your foot either goes up here, or the whole thing's up. And there's lots of regulations about that, so you can't have a really high thing. But you get these, they come in these little plates like this when they're not, and then you get screws for different lengths for each one. So I've got like a mess of rubbish there. That's sort of all spare parts. So in the World Cup, you've got people helping you and lots of options and 20 pairs of skis, and you can try them all at once. But for me, we've got limited time, and if I tried all my time to to spend all my resources on this, I'd literally not do the gym, not eat properly and all that. So I just find something that works relatively well, and I just stick with that because it's just a black hole of time that you can spend on. So they just send you when you go to Fisher, I just ask for a packet, and they give you a packet, for the Fizz ski, it's like a standard packet which takes you up to, I think it's to the max height. So I think I've got 5 underfoot both. I think they're 5 millimeters, so half a centimeter. So if I was to get really into it, just like a pair of calipers, I think they're called calipers, and you can measure the width of the ski, and there's a max and minimum. I think it's 50 millimeters. Don't quote me on that if you're a Fizz racer. So there's a max and minimum, and they pretty much put you on the max. These don't feel very sharp. And I try and just stick to that. I don't like to waste too much time on it. Sometimes I tinker in the summer, so I did a bit in pier when we were in pier before. But once I found something that works, I tend to stick to that because it's a bit of a black hole, and you can spend hours and hours worrying about that when you're better off at my level, which is still a fairly good level, just to worry about your skiing and your technique, because all this stuff can come when you get a ski man that can do this all for you. So what have I done today? I've just done the usual, done the edges, made sure the sidewalls are nice and smooth, and then some liquid wax. For slalom, I stick with liquid wax most of the time, sometimes a hot wax if it's looking particularly dry, but I just stick with liquid wax, so 85% of the time. And yeah, they're good to go. Both pairs sharp. And that's all there is to it, really. How do I feel about the race? Hopes aren't the highest. It's going to be a pretty tough race. I think there's more guys, so 30 points is a very high level, pretty high level. I'm on 39, and there's more guys less than 30 than there are 30, so I'm at the back of the race, which is quite unusual for my points. Just get stuck in. It's basically a warm-up for the Europa Cup guys. So they're all warming up for the first Europa Cups next weekend. So it's basically a pseudo Europa Cup race. Yeah, get stuck in. I'm pretty slow to start with normally. I normally take a few races to get into it and sort of remember what this racing thing's about. I normally am a bit like, I'm skiing well, but not fast, if that makes sense. So I ski very technically well, but the urgency isn't there and the intensity, so we'll use these ones as a bit of a wake up and we'll get going. I know that's probably not the best attitude to have, but it is the truth. And for me at the minute, it needs to be 2 results in one season, so it doesn't really matter if I walk slowly. If I get to the next level and I need to be like a league in the Europa Cup and World Cup. It's a bit more of a league, and every race counts. That we'll have to work on that. But for now, it's okay. We'll just warm up. What's the goal for tomorrow? The goal for tomorrow is ski fast, finish. We're not going to score points, I don't think. I think it's pretty unlikely from Bib 80 we're going to score points. And also, like, so the guys that are at the front of the race, they can't actually score because there's minimum penalties for each category race. So they're literally doing it just as a warm up. So it's very, very unlikely to score. So it kind of takes some pressure off in a way. We'll just go up, try and do some good skiing, get used to it, remember what this racing thing's about. Got some acetone, making sure the sidles are fast. I spent all last year being like, oh, if I get my points down, I'll have a better start number. Not in this race, buddy. Not at this race. See where we're at. See if all that work. All of the summer, so much work. In the gym, on the slopes, just travelling, organising. See if it's all paid off. Let's have it.
I was trying to give you some hope, Dave, but...
Bib 80.
It's not so bad as it looks like.
You finally get your points into 30s and you get Bib 80. Well, that must suck.